Hey everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to the next and the last episode in the Cloudcraft series. So unfortunately, it looks like the Cloudcraft SMP is coming to an end, and I'm really disappointed. I know a lot of you guys absolutely love the Cloudcraft content. And let me tell you, this was the first server that I participated in where I actually made content, and I loved it. As you can see, I invested so many hours into Cloudcraft. You know, I have a whole little village here. I have a blue axolotl, which took forever to get in Java Edition. I have 9 stacks of diamond blocks. We won the netherite race. I won the diamond race. I was super invested, so I know a lot of you will be disappointed, and I am equally just as disappointed to see Cloudcraft go. And the reasoning for Cloudcraft ending is that, as you can see, the server has kind of become increasingly more inactive over time. You know, it started with just a few people that weren't really interested in grinding content, and then some people realized they wanted to go back to a different game, and eventually it just became very difficult to create group content, to have fun interactions, to have good participation in events and competitions, and ultimately it just led to the majority of players kind of losing motivation to grind the server. So unfortunately, after Ducky and Dylan left, I think that was kind of the final straw for Cloudcraft. You know, it seemed like a lot of people just really lost any motivation that they had at all to play after that. So this is going to be my last episode in the Cloudcraft series. So before we get into this video, I do want to tell you guys that I am starting a new Minecraft server today. It's going to be streamed over my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/MaddieNF, and the video will be up shortly afterwards. But a new server is going to be launched, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love it, and I'm so excited. It's a server that has a bit more structure, so it's not just vanilla Minecraft, and I think it's a really unique concept that you guys are going to absolutely love. So that being said, for this Cloudcraft video, we're going to go through and look kind of similar to Ducky did. I don't know if you guys saw Ducky's video, but we're basically going to go through and we're going to look at all of our favorite builds and kind of admire and just look at our accomplishments from our time here on the Cloudcraft server. So that being said, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here to more Maddie and Ev, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Alrighty guys, so the first build that we're going to take a look at, which happens to be one of my favorites, is this cylindrical farm that I built back in the first week of the Cloudcraft SMP. Wait till everyone logs on today! I'm about to build a freaking glass dome! So I think I woke up one day at like 7 a.m. and I was just so stoked and so excited to start grinding the Minecraft content. And I had this idea, which I thought was awesome, was to build a cylindrical farm where every level has a different crop. I also thought it would be cool to build kind of like a winding staircase around the outside of this building. And so this structure, I believe, took me like 8 or 9 hours, and I just absolutely love it, guys. I was so proud of this, and even to this day, I am still obsessed with it. You know, I'm a sentimental person, and I kind of get attached to builds that I make, so I'm really going to be sad to see this one go. But over the new SMP that we're starting, I'm going to have to build something even cooler to make up for it, you know? So over here at the top, we have melons and pumpkins. On the third layer, we have potatoes. I think it's potatoes. Yep, it's potatoes. On the second layer, we have, I almost called this corn. Is there even corn in Minecraft? We have carrots. And on the first layer, we have hay. Wheat, hay, wheat, whatever you want to call it. So I love this build, even though I built it in the first week when we were struggling. I don't even know if we had diamond armor. I think we had diamond armor, but you know, it was a first week build, but to this day, it remains one of my absolute favorites. I love it. So next up, another build that I like is my bookstore. This isn't one of my favorites, but I think it turned out perfect. You know, just looking at it, it kind of gives me bookstore vibes, and I think it just looks really solid. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of creeper explosion here, but yeah, you know, it's just a super solid build. It's not anything super extravagant or flashy or fancy, but it's really cool, and I think it's very practical. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but I had a flash sale going on where every book inside of the store was 5 diamonds, and I said the sale would end when the signs were removed. It never ended. It was just a permanent sale. It wasn't even a sale, it was just a price change. So love that for our bookshop. So this is my Airbnb, and again, to this day, this remains one of my favorite builds. So something that I explained to you all in various episodes of the Cloudcraft series is that I really wanted to create builds that were unique to Cloudcraft. You know, I think it's really easy to fall into the habit when you're making Minecraft content, or just if you're playing Minecraft, to look up a tutorial for everything. You know, there's so many people that play Minecraft, so many amazing players, and with that being said, because of that, there's a ton of really good tutorials. And so I feel like it's easy to just look up like, oh, modern house tutorial, you know, and you can just copy something that someone else has already built. But I wanted my builds, again, to be unique and to be original to the Cloudcraft SMP. So that being said, it is pretty difficult to come up with the dimensions and to come up with a unique concept just on your own. You know, I'm not a home designer, I'm not an architect. And so I thought it would be a good idea to use pictures of real life buildings as a reference and try to recreate those buildings in Cloudcraft. So this is actually a real life house that I took a picture of. Well, I didn't take the picture, but I looked at the picture and I tried to recreate the building in Cloudcraft, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. You know, it was a little bit difficult to make this slanted roof because obviously you can't make diagonal lines in Minecraft. It's a little bit difficult to do that, but overall I think it looks amazing. You know, it's exactly the vibe that I was going for. It looks really modern, really polished, and I love this one. I love the interior. You know, I spent a lot of time as well going into the interior and working on just the details, you know, like a dining table, kitchen. We have like an island with the pendant lights. We have a little balcony, and also we have the little tables. These are supposed to be glasses with the chairs, the lounge chairs. You know, every room is just, I spent a lot of time on the details, and so I was really happy with how this turned out. The only thing I was disappointed is there's only one person that stayed in my Airbnb. I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but it was the Bonsai Brothers, and they scammed me. So I was a little bit bummed that nobody used my amazing Airbnb. But that's okay. Again, in the next SMP, maybe we'll build an Airbnb and we'll have to make it even better, and we'll have to make sure some people actually use it this time, you know? But yeah, I love this one. 10 out of 10. I was super satisfied with how this turned out. So another one of my favorite builds is this house, you know, and I got a little bit of criticism on YouTube about this house. There were some people that didn't love it. You know, they didn't like that it was boxy. They didn't like that there wasn't a ton of dimension. But that was kind of the vibe that I was going for with this house. You know, I think you can see in some of my other builds, I've definitely added a lot of dimension. But this house, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more simple, just straight lines. You know, that was really kind of the look that I was going for. And I think especially the interior of this house is what I absolutely love. You know, starting with the garage, I am obsessed with this room. I made it a little workshop where we have shelves with tools to use, and it's not super practical. I don't use this as my, you know, actual tool room. I have another room in my basement, which is a little bit more practical, a little bit more functional, but I think it looks super cute. I was never able to finish my armor stand with the chainmail armor, or whatever it's called. It's called chainmail? Yeah, chainmail. Unfortunately, we never got a helmet, but I guess to this day, we will never get a chainmail helmet in the Cloudcraft SMP. Yeah, I really like it. I think it looks super cute. I'm obsessed. So then here, it's getting a little bit messy. You know, I hopped on to film a video and I kind of like left everything. I don't know what this is. The Bonsai Brothers put this here. But it's a little messy. We also have Chunk, my panda, which we never built an enclosure for him. And I'm kind of bummed because that was something I was really excited to do. But now, unfortunately, we aren't able to do that since Cloudcraft is ending. But I'm not going to think about it because I'm going to get sad. We can't think about Chunk. It will make me upset because he's so cute. I love him. But again, I kind of tried my best to pay attention to detail and to work on the interior design of all of my buildings because I wanted them overall to be really polished. You know, not just the outside, but also the inside, and including every single room. And so again, we have the pendant lights with a kitchen island. We have the countertops. We have a little oven and a fridge. Have a little dining table over here. And the upstairs, again, we have a balcony. I was gonna build a fish tank here, but I just never ended up doing that. And the bedroom, which again, I think this looks really good. You know, sometimes I'm not like in love with the builds during the actual building process. I'll realize like little mistakes or things that just don't look great, and I kind of make a bunch of changes while the building process is still ongoing. But then it's always the best feeling when you finish a build and you like it, you know, when you're proud of it, you're satisfied. It's such a rewarding feeling. So this was one of those rooms. You know, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do going into it, but I wanted to build, you know, a bed that was a little bit more unique, you know, more than just the two beds, maybe some sort of headboard or bed frame. I also wanted there to be like a fireplace and a bit more detail. And so I was very proud of how this turned out. I think it looks really good. And my parrots, I should play music for them one last time. My babies. No, this is sad. I'm sorry, babies. I wish I could take you to Novacraft, the new SMP, but I can't. But I will not forget about you, I promise. I'm sad. Okay, let's leave this. So the last room in this building is the basement, and it's not anything amazing, but I think it's very functional. It looks good. And so yeah, I honestly, I don't think I would have done anything differently if I could do it all over again. I mean, maybe I would have done something a little bit more fancy, like QQ's automatic sorter, his storage system. I think that was really cool, and that was obviously a ton of work. But yeah, with my limited knowledge of Minecraft at the time that I built this storage room, I don't think I could have or would have done anything differently. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So while we're in the storage room, I just want to show you guys one other thing that I'm pretty proud of, which I think is a good representation of how much time I really dedicated to this server. So first and foremost, we grinded and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over 9 stacks of diamond blocks. And the majority of this we got in 1 month. Only 30 days of grinding Minecraft survival. We got, I think, over 8 stacks of diamond blocks. Another thing is that we have a ton of netherite. Let's see. Yeah, we have almost 3 stacks of netherite ingots, not even including the netherite that we've used for other things. And last but not least, we have the blue axolotls, which I'm sure those of you that are familiar with Minecraft or knowledgeable of Minecraft and the different versions, you know that in Java edition, the blue axolotls don't spawn in the wild. So you can go looking for them. You know, you could check caves, you could check ravines, but you're not going to find them. The only way to get a blue axolotl is by catching other axolotls, breeding them with tropical fish, and just hoping that you get lucky. And there's actually, I believe it's a 1 in 1,200 chance that you'll get a blue axolotl during the breeding process. So I think overall this took, I don't even know how many hours. It took maybe like 4 entire streams of just catching fish, breeding the axolotls, and then repeating that process over and over and over again until we finally got a blue axolotl. And I believe to this day, I am the only member of the Cloudcraft SMP that has a blue axolotl. And I guess I'll forever be the only member because it's ending. So no one even has the opportunity to get one now, you know? But again, that's something I'm really proud of is I just was super dedicated and grinded forever to get the blue axolotl. And it was honestly the best feeling and so rewarding when we finally got lucky and got that blue axolotl. It's blue! It's blue, Cheeseburger! It's blue! No way. Alrighty, next up on the last tour of the Cloudcraft SMP is the building that I am the most proud of, and this is my mansion. So again, this is one of those buildings that I followed not a tutorial, but I looked at a picture of a real life house and tried to replicate it and create it here in Minecraft. And this took hours. I think this probably took close to 20 hours total, including all of the interior design, you know, because I just spent so much time, you know, making it look perfect and also working on the interior so that everything was just, you know, just super nice looking. It took so much time and I couldn't be happier with the outcome. I think it looks amazing. It looks really close to the picture as well. You know, I tweeted it, and I guess I can have my video editor put a picture of the actual house up here in the video, but it looks really similar. And I'm super proud, you know, because when you're looking at a picture, you just have to eyeball things, you know, like you have to think in your mind, like, oh, I think this would be 2 blocks here, 1 block here, this would be like this long, you know, it's like you really have to eyeball it, and it's not easy. So I was really happy with how this turned out. So a quick little tour of this mansion. Here is the outside. Whoa! Okay, momentarily we will go to the outside. What the heck? Oh my gosh. So here is the outside. There's a little balcony here, you know, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car garage. Here is the side. There's a bunch of balconies, lots of windows. Looks really good from the side. There's also a little fire pit. I was gonna add a grill out here, like a little outdoor kitchen, but I never ended up doing that. There's also a little pool that loops around the whole backside of the house, and a bunch of doors as well. There's so many different entries to this mansion. And you know, something else between you and I, YouTube, something else that I was really proud of was that so many people put my mansion in their YouTube videos, and I was so excited. I went on YouTube and I would look every day, and I'm like, I wonder if anybody went in the Cloudcraft SMP and looked at my mansion. I was so excited to see that so many people loved it, and they featured it in their videos, which was something, again, that I was really proud of. So here is the entry to the basement. This is actually an unfinished basement. I never really obviously finished this, but I was planning on adding, you know, just another sitting area down here. Here's the laundry room, which I came up with this idea on my own, and I actually really loved it. I use these looms as the washer and dryer. Here's a little sink. This is supposed to be like clothes hanging on a rack or something, and then there's a little shoe rack down here. So yeah, I actually really love this. I think it turned out really good. Here's the orange bedroom. I also didn't finish this, but my plan for this mansion was to make a bedroom with different like colors as the themes. And so this was the orange room. So there's orange floor, orange bed, orange walls, but it is unfinished, unfortunately. This is technically the first floor, I guess you could say. So when you first walk in, there's a shoe rack. I have a bunch of decoration. Here's the library, which I love this. I don't know. This is something I thought turned out really well, was the entryway and just the entire library. You know, there's a little desk here, have some armor. I love putting armor stands as decoration in my houses. So I think this looks really nice. It's really dark. You know, something I've realized is when you turn on shaders, the end rods don't light up. You know, usually in Minecraft, they function as light, but for some reason with shaders, they don't really light up. So here's the kitchen. Again, we have a little sitting area off to the left. We have an island with pendant lights. We have a cool little backsplash behind the countertops, which I thought was pretty cool. We have another little, I don't know what this is called. I forgot. There's an actual word for this, but I don't remember. We have the countertops off to the side. And then here's the dining room. It ended up being a little bit cramped. I didn't really give myself enough space, but we made a like modern looking glass dining table with the quartz stairs, which were supposed to be chairs. And as always, a bunch of decoration. I love decoration. Here's my cat, Strayden. No, I don't want to leave him. I'm sad. This is so sad. I'm sorry, Strayden. Here's a living room. I'm gonna get teary-eyed over Minecraft. The heck? But here's my living room. Again, lots of decoration. You know, I wasn't in love with this living room, but I was satisfied with it. It's not my favorite room in the house, but I think it looks good. So upstairs is the second and the final floor of the house. We have a cool little fish tank here, which I thought looked really good. I got inspiration for this from TikTok. I saw a bunch of like fish tanks on TikTok, and so I was like, ooh, I definitely want to build that in my house. We have the pink room. You know, we have colors as the themes for the rooms in the house, and here's the pink room with a little walk-in closet. This room also has a balcony. Here is a bathroom. You know, I went all out on this world. Again, it's a little bit dark because for some reason the end rods don't produce light when you have shaders installed. But yeah, this is the bathroom. I want it to be, you know, like a real house. I want it to be very, very realistic. And then off of the bathroom, we have my favorite room. I don't know why, but I thought, you know, sometimes you just nail it. You know, you create a room and you're like, this just looks great. And I don't know about you guys, but I loved this room. This is the blue room, and we have this, I forgot what it's called. What is this stuff called? Oh, warped stem from the nether. We have that as the wall. We have a cool little, you know, some added dimension in the ceiling. Bunch of decoration. And my cats, Emery and Bella. In case you guys don't know, I named all of my cats after my real life cats. So at the time, I didn't have Stony, so I only had 3 cats. So Emery, Bella, and Strayden are all my actual pets in real life. So I named my Minecraft cats after them. Oh, I'm sad. No. So then last but not least in this house, obviously besides the balconies, is this room. This was supposed to be the game room. And one day we had like an absolutely insane stream on Twitch, and there was so much support, so many gifted subs. I thought it would be cool to give viewers that gifted like an absurd amount of subs. I thought it would be cool to give them their own statue in Minecraft in my mansion. And so these statues are dedicated to Amy and TJT, who again, they were both super generous and gifted a lot of subs to my channel. So that is to honor them in Minecraft. Yeah, that is pretty much it for the mansion. I don't know if I'll ever top this. I don't know. I guess comment down below and let me know what you guys think of my mansion, but I don't know if it gets better than this. You know, I was saying today I'm joining a new Minecraft server, and I was, you know, trying to be optimistic and enthusiastic and say we'll just have to recreate this stuff, but even better. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't know if I'll be able to top this. Hello, that is just rude. What? Get out. Yeah, I just love this. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to create something better than this mansion. So the last build that I want to show you guys, I guess maybe 2 more. We can look at 2 more builds. My barn. You know, my barn isn't anything. It's obviously not as big. It's not as flashy. It's not as extravagant. But I thought it turned out so nice. And so yeah, I do want to take a look at this barn one more time. Something that I had an idea to do, which was actually an idea that I came up on my own, which I don't know if I'm like giving myself a little bit too much credit, but I'm always really proud when I come up with a really cool idea on my own, you know, even if it's something that may seem small and insignificant like these doors. But you know, there's so much Minecraft content out there and so many creative people, and it's hard to feel like you're really coming up with your own original concept. So when I was building a barn, I thought it would be cool to make these banners using a loom and give it a design that looks like, you know, those like very traditional barn doors. You know, I thought that was awesome. And so I was really happy with how this turned out. Again, this barn, I looked at pictures of real life barns and kind of took inspiration from a bunch of different pictures and then created this. And I like it. I think it looks good. So here's the back of the barn. We have my 2 llamas that we replaced because Punisher killed them. I don't know if anyone remembers my old llamas that Punisher killed. And then here's a back entrance, and this is where you can see Oakley, my horse, Archie, my other horse, Zuko, my first horse, Mochi, and Boba. And then I also made, again, as always, a bunch of decoration. I love decoration. I made a little upstairs area where you can access some more storage and a crafting table. And then there's a bunch of hay bales down here and even more storage. And this is where I would put things related to my horses, you know, so I have all my saddles, my name tags, some leads, bunch of armor, apples, golden apple, some wheat. You know, just anything that made sense to store in the barn, I kept in here. So last but not least, unless I think of anything else, the final building we're gonna look at, which I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but it's my apartment building. So I didn't make a YouTube video on this because I started it on stream. Then I actually finished it one day off stream just because I felt like playing Minecraft, but it was when I had already ended my stream. So I actually didn't make a dedicated YouTube video for this build. But in the bottom is my armor shop, which to this day, I think only one person used. And here, we took this idea from QQ Bear, but we made this pillager lose his bow, so now he's harmless. And his name is Bobby. And he's the employee. He's supposed to be the employee. So he works in the armor shop, and here we sell all sorts of armor, including a lot of diamond armor. Then upstairs, this was supposed to be, you know, what you would find like a typical like little town. So I don't know if you guys know these kind of buildings that I'm talking about. It's like a mixed use building. So the bottom is commercial and then the top is residential. So when you go up the staircase, there's supposed to be an identical one right here, but I just never finished it. But you go up the staircase. On the first floor, there's the first apartment building. You know, pretty basic. I kind of keep the same style of interior design throughout all of my builds, so nothing crazy that you guys haven't really seen already. And then again, another apartment building, same thing. I tried to mix it up a little bit, but while again keeping the same theme and style when it comes to the interior design. And then here is the next. I never finished this one, and I never finished, this was gonna be the penthouse. This one was gonna be nice. I was gonna invest a lot of time into this one, but I never finished it. I guess one more thing, an honorable mention that we can glance at really quick is Punisher's Eiffel Tower. And considering that my buddy, my alliance from the first day, he quit Minecraft, there will be no chance for his Eiffel Tower to be shown or to be featured. So this is Punisher's Eiffel Tower. Turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. I was pretty proud of my buddy Punisher because he's not the best Minecraft player. So yeah, I think it looks really nice, and I was really proud of him because I think it really matches the theme of our village as well. I was a little bit scared going into it, like, Punisher, please don't mess this up. I thought he was gonna create a massive eyesore. But you know, I think it looks really good. I think he did a great job, and I think he would appreciate or enjoy seeing his Eiffel Tower with shaders on because it looks amazing. Even that flag, that looks pretty darn good. I think that looks so good. You know, guys, one time for the one time. I don't know if that's the saying or if I completely butchered that, but I'm gonna go into our first house. I said my house, but I built this with my buddy Punisher. So here for one last time, we have Punisher's self-portrait. We have the area where he was exploded by those creepers. Bro, what?
Bro.
Dude.
Bro, what did you just do?
Panda! Watch it! Bro.
Are you kidding me right now? I'm taking a week break.
Which was featured on both my TikTok and my Twitter and in a YouTube video. And this is the first house that we built together in like the first few days of the server. We have the gifts. He never ended up taking all my gifts, but that's okay. This was my bedroom. This was Punisher's bedroom. And now all that remains is one single dirt block. There's so many memories here. You know, this house, it isn't like great by any means, but there are so many memories from this house. Our first storage room, our first enchantment table, and this is when Dylan kept using my stuff, and so we put this as a joke, but I don't know if you ever saw it. We had Punisher, he had his plans of making a bunch of potions before he quit, and all of his stuff up here. And then the secret room, this was like the OG way to make secret rooms in Minecraft. Like back in the day when I used to play when the game was pretty new, this is how we made OG rooms. Or not OG rooms, we made OG secret rooms. And this is where I have my villager trading hall, which again, I did all of this in like the first couple weeks. Like I think the first week I went kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I was grinding. I made all of this, and it's sad to see it come to an end. All right guys, so with that being said, although that was very sad, I do have a really exciting announcement. So I am starting a new SMP called NovaCraft. Basically, the word NovaCraft, we drew inspiration from the word new. In a lot of different languages, new starts with nov or nova. So NovaCraft is supposed to be a reference to new beginnings and a fresh start. So NovaCraft, it's basically going to be vanilla Minecraft, but with a huge twist. I think you guys are absolutely going to love this new SMP. I don't want to spoil too much because the next episode that I post over here on More Maddie and F is going to be all about NovaCraft and the very beginning of the server. So I really hope you guys stick around and stay for my Minecraft content, even though it's not Cloudcraft. Like I said, I am really sad to see Cloudcraft go. I was planning on grinding this server a lot more, but unfortunately, like I said, it looks like new beginnings are happening instead. Which again, I like to think everything happens for a reason, so I'm excited. And I think you guys are gonna love this new SMP that we start playing. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna sign off for one last time from Cloudcraft. You can see there's already some destruction going on over here. But yeah, if you guys are excited for Novacraft, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new here. And with that being said, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!